Football dreams. Terry Bolia, the bass guitarist and athlete. Before he was Hulk Hogan, Terry Gene Bolia was just a young man from Augusta, Georgia, dreaming of making it big. He played college baseball, dabbled in bass guitar, and studied business at the University of South Florida. But it was wrestling that changed everything. Inspired by legends like superstar Billy Graham, Bolia began training under Hiro Matsuda, and in classic Matsuda fashion, he broke Hogan's leg on day one to test his resilience. Hogan came back stronger, and history began. The Super Destroyer and Sterling Golden, 1977 to 1979. Before the world knew him as Hulk Hogan, he debuted in Florida under the mask as the Super Destroyer. Soon after, he shed the mask and wrestled as Sterling Golden, a brash, bleach blonde up-and-comer. He made early waves in the Continental Wrestling Association, feuding with names like Jerry Lawler. But then came a spark. Vince McMahon Sr. saw something special. Hulk Hogan is born 1979 to 1980. In 1979, while working with the WWF, Terry Bolia was dubbed Hulk, after being compared in size to Lou Ferrigno from The Incredible Hulk. Paired with the Irish surname Hogan, he became Hulk Hogan, and fans took notice. But his popularity clashed with Vince Sr.'s conservative approach, so Hogan left. And that detour? It made him a superstar. Thunderlips. Hogan hits Hollywood, 1982. In 1982, Hogan broke into Hollywood with a small but unforgettable role in Rocky III as Thunderlips, the ultimate male. That moment gave him mainstream exposure. And when Vince McMahon Jr. took over the WWF, he knew exactly who his centerpiece would be. The birth of Hulkamania, 1983 to 1991. On January 23, 1984, Hulk Hogan defeated the Iron Sheik in Madison Square Garden to win his first WWF championship. It wasn't just a title win, it was the beginning of Hulkamania. With slogans like, "What ya gonna do, brother?" Hogan became a pop culture icon. He headlined the first WrestleMania, battled giants like King Kong Bundy, Andre the Giant, and Macho Man Randy Savage, and appeared on cereal boxes, lunch boxes, and Saturday morning cartoons. He held the WWF title for 4 consecutive years, from 1984 to 1988. Hulkamania wasn't just a gimmick, it was a movement. The Red and Yellow Hero WWF era continued, 1989 to 1993. Hogan kept the red and yellow strong through the early 90s, forming the Mega Powers with Macho Man, then feuding with him. He took on the Ultimate Warrior at WrestleMania 6 in a historic champion versus champion match and lost clean, a symbolic passing of the torch. But Hogan still had gas in the tank, reclaiming the WWF title and later defending it against Sergeant Slaughter at WrestleMania 7. In 1993, after a short run as 5-time WWF champion, Hogan stepped away from the company. Hollywood in Japan, 1993 to 1994. Between WWF and WCW, Hogan briefly wrestled in New Japan Pro Wrestling, where he showcased a more technical side of his skills, surprising fans. He even claimed the WWF title was just a toy, favoring the IWGP Championship instead. It was a glimpse into a different Hogan. Hulk Hogan joins WCW, 1994 to 1996. In 1994, Hogan joined World Championship Wrestling and immediately became their biggest draw. He defeated Ric Flair to win the WCW World Heavyweight Championship and carried the company on his back. But by 1996, the red and yellow gimmick was getting stale, until everything changed. Hollywood Hogan and the NWO, 1996 to 1999. Bash at the Beach 1996. Hulk Hogan shocked the world. He turned heel for the first time in over a decade, dropping the leg on Randy Savage and forming the New World Order with Kevin Nash and Scott Hall. Hollywood Hogan was born, black beard, black tights, and all. He became the ultimate villain, mocking Hulkamania while dominating WCW. Under this persona, he became a 6-time WCW champion and feuded with the likes of Sting, Goldberg, and Diamond Dallas Page. This heel turn saved WCW and revolutionized the industry. Mr. America and WWE return, 2002 to 2003. After WWE bought WCW, Hogan returned at WrestleMania X8 in 2002, facing The Rock in an iconic match that blurred the lines between heel and face. Fans cheered him back into babyface status. He brought back the red and yellow once more, even winning the undisputed WWE Championship at Backlash 2002. Then came his weirdest character yet, Mr. America, a masked version of himself. It was cheesy, over the top, and unforgettable. TNA Impact and Immortal Hogan, 2009 to 2013. In 2009, Hulk Hogan shocked the wrestling world once again by signing with TNA Wrestling. Hogan made his debut on the January 4, 2010 episode of Impact Wrestling, a night that marked TNA's short-lived Monday Night War with WWE. He aligned with Eric Bischoff and quickly took over as the on-screen authority figure. In 2010, he formed the Immortal faction, teaming with Bischoff, Jeff Hardy, Abyss, and others to seize power in TNA. This storyline saw Hogan return to heel mode, echoing shades of his NWO past. Despite serious back issues, Hogan still stepped inside the ring, most notably in Bound for Glory 2011, where he battled Sting in what would be his final official match. It was short, emotional, and symbolic. After tapping out, Hogan turned face and helped Sting fight off Immortal, signaling the end of his in-ring TNA journey. His final months with TNA focused on his feud with Dixie Carter, leading to his kayfabe firing on air in late 2013. By 2014, Hogan quietly left the company. Though his time in TNA was divisive, it brought media attention and helped shape the careers of younger talent like AJ Styles and Bobby Roode. The final years and death, 2024 to 2025, Hogan transitioned into the role of legend and ambassador. He made sporadic appearances in WWE, hosted WrestleManias, and reunited with old rivals and allies on special occasions. But behind the scenes, Hogan's health was fading. Years of surgeries, back problems, and physical punishment caught up with him. He made fewer public appearances, and speculation grew about his condition. Then, on July 23, 2025, the unthinkable happened. Hulk Hogan passed away at age 71 from cardiac arrest. The wrestling world was stunned. An era had ended. Tributes flooded in from around the globe. WWE aired tribute specials. Legends like Ric Flair and John Cena shared emotional stories, and fans held up signs with "Thank you, Hulk," from coast to coast. He was more than a man. He was a movement. From small-town musclehead to worldwide icon. From Hulkamania to Hollywood. From NWO chaos to TNA leadership. Hulk Hogan reinvented himself more times than any wrestler in history, and stayed at the top through each chapter. He wasn't perfect. His legacy, like his characters, had highs and lows. But no one can deny the impact. He changed wrestling. He shaped pop culture. He made millions believe in larger-than-life heroes. He was the real American. He was Hollywood. He was Hulk Hogan. Rest in power,